Welcome back to episode 17 of the Social Discording podcast. I'm surprised we've made it so far this far. I am your host today, DJ Zax. I'm no longer trapping you, but it looks like our good buddy Elon is trapping on that OG. I got my buddy here, Spicy Fries, aka Hooligan, aka Baka. He's a bunch of things to us. We got him here with us, and we got our buddy over here. Bander?
The mastermind behind this mess.
Bander, are you here?
Where is he?
That's okay.
Yeah.
Bander,
You know,
do you hear? I hear a
it's time we
playback.
gotta look deep inside
Bander, are you here?
ourselves and ask
I hear the
ourselves,
playback too. What the heck am I
What
hearing?
is wrong with us?
who the fuck plays Fortnite anymore? What kind of garbage game is that?
Is this the prediction video?
Doom? Fuck that. Halo?
It is, isn't it?
Garbage. Get out of here.
Whoa.
Skyrim? Shovel Knight? Who needs it? Overwatch?
Bander?
Dead game.
It's all
Dead
Bander, where are-
Apex.
Bander, we're having some
Dead
technical
game.
problems. Can you
Apex
please help us
Legends
out?
based- No.
I knew
Yep.
it.
I host the
may
podcast
hate
and it goes absolutely
You
terrible.
may not think he deserves it, but my god, it would be so satisfying and so awesome because I am a fucking 8-year-old and I love Minecraft, baby. Minecraft Steve, bring him into this video game, you cowards. Come on, he deserves it. It's the most best-selling game of all time. It's on.
I see where
it's been on the
it's going
last
with
3
this.
Nintendo
Did Joe predict
platforms.
the
You
future?
can't deny
I think
that
Joe predicted the
Minecraft Steve
future.
deserves to be in this game. He's iconic. He represents indie games. He would be
Wow,
such
this kid's
a
very passionate about an
crazy,
8-year-old game.
crazy huge
What is
character to
going
be in
on
this
here?
game.
What-
Could you
Bander?
imagine the hype?
Let's
the salt,
give the man a
the
slow
little
clap,
kids
I
flocking
suppose.
to GameStop
We
asking
need
their
to
moms for
call
money to
production.
buy
We need
Smash
to
Bros.
stop this.
Mom,
We need to fix
'cause
this.
Minecraft
Call the
Steve
tech
is here.
team. Call anyone.
Cool.
He's
Go
gone.
on. Your next
He's
pick.
gone, he's
Just
gone.
kidding.
He's gone completely bonkers.
He's gone completely bonkers. This
Bander, he's made it. He's
Oh, ye
He's
of
mined
little
his
faith.
way.
You all doubted me. You all thought I was crazy. You said, it can't be done, Joe. It can't be. You can't possibly get Byleth as a prediction right. You can't possibly get an ARMS character as a prediction right. You can't go 3 for 3 and get Minecraft Steve? Minecraft Steve and Alex in this video game? Well, guess
And
what,
put
baby?
respect on his name.
Minecraft is here. They are a character, the next Smash Bros. Character, and I fucking called it. That's 3 points for me.
Put some respect on Bander's name.
Show some respect for Minecraft Steve and me, mostly me, and Minecraft Steve. Hey guys, what's up?
Good prediction,
Welcome.
Joe. Good prediction.
Good prediction. Props to you. But first, welcome everybody back to the Social Discording podcast. We got a crazy show for you. We got some good topics. And first and foremost, I, as aka Laker Boost, need to give my NBA Finals update. We have a pretty mismatched matchup with the Los Angeles Lakers, the Miami Heat.
As the
LeBron
owner
James-
of the famed internet account, the Heat, I must concede we're not looking too good.
we all know. Friday,
Formerly the Nugget Knights, formerly the Clipper Dash.
Clipper Dash. Joe's made his rounds, just as many other bandwagon fans have done. But fear none, the Los Angeles Lakers are going to take home the 17th championship.
Bandwagon?
Which-
What are you talking about? I've been a fan of the Clippers, Nuggets, and Heat since I was a wee lad. You don't even live in Los Angeles.
Technically, I don't live in Los Angeles.
I mean, technically, I was making a joke because obviously you do live in Los Angeles.
Technically not. Regardless,
I mean, the
I'm loving
Angels
this
don't live in Los
matchup.
Angeles, but they like to claim they do. But
that is true. That is true.
Anyway, sorry.
I know
I'll stop
Joey's
debating
been
sports.
excited for this. Joe hasn't been as excited, but you know what, guys? I am super excited as Laker Boost, and it's gonna be awesome. So I'm probably gonna cry, which you guys may or may not understand, but I'm gonna cry. So
Just
Without further
to
ado.
throw, I'm gonna throw this out there for anyone who's doubting, for anyone who like doesn't understand, like this man Like you just saw me go on for 5 minutes about Minecraft and how much I wanted Minecraft Steve to be in this video game. Imagine that, but just like ugly crying. Like look, a couple tears rolled up when I saw Minecraft Steve here, but just imagine just snot and it means so much to me. That he's a legitimate fan, and you gotta respect that.
Well, you're laughing at it, but you also
I'm not
forget what
laughing.
happened earlier this year. No, you're laughing, but you forget what happened earlier this year. I mean, for me, without getting too deep into the sentimental, it means a lot more to me because of the events that took place earlier this year with Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna and the others on board. And, just with COVID and the Black Lives Matter, like they're doing a great job advocating, especially LeBron James. He's doing a lot of social work inside the bubble at Walt Disney World, from the touch of his finger, using his reach. And that's a very honorable thing, especially with everything going on in the world right now, especially with, this very, very interesting election coming up. Like, you got to respect that. And also with COVID, sports, especially right now, I think have been at an all-time high. People are kind of finding their normalcy again, getting back to the routines. So this is a very impactful, NBA finals for me, especially. And I've been, I grew up as a Laker fan. So for me, it's just, we've been gifted with so many championships, but it's just special.
I just want to say, like, I joke about the whole, like, sobbing tears thing, but like, I don't want to take away from the fact that, like, yeah, no, 100%. This, like, when you describe to me like why this one specifically means so much because of Kobe, it like instantly clicked. I'm like, oh, I get it, 100%. I understand why this is really important. And granted, with all the extra stuff that went on, we had the entire Black Lives Matter, like, not movement, because obviously it's been a movement for a long time now, but really like major resurgence and some decent progress, I think, in terms of awareness, I think. And then with the
Make
whole,
sure you vote.
Yeah, please make sure you register to vote if you're American and over 18, and please vote for
Link
Joe
in
Biden.
the description.
Please vote for Joe Biden. And with some of the, obviously, Kobe died in January, was it?
Yep.
And a lot of things have happened since then. It still feels like it was so recent, but it was in January. It's been a year. A lot of people have died. Chadwick Boseman recently passed. That was another significant, like, major death. Like, it's been
Eddie Van Halen.
We just lost Eddie Van Halen the other day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's correct. Was he 60 years old? I think.
It was like 62. He was in his 60s.
Yeah. Well, I feel like, was his cancer known? I know Chadwick's wasn't.
He'd been battling throat cancer for a very long time.
But also did a good handful amount of drugs. So I mean, the guy partied like a rock star.
And yeah, he was 65.
210,000 Americans have died, and a lot more around the rest of the world. Obviously, we're the leading nation in deaths, and depending on when this video comes out, and depending on certain future events, there might be another significant person who leaves us on this planet very soon. Not advocating for that, obviously, but it's not looking good for that man. Who's, vote for Joe Biden, please. So yeah, that's all I wanted to point about that. Like, this is legitimately important to you, and this isn't like, oh, like for me, I'm like, oh, sports, whatever, but they do mean something to people.
Yeah, and not to get all into it too, but just like my dedication, like what I've been doing with the content that I've been creating and on Instagram and going live. My Laker Boost page. I have a Laker Boost page. I have a lot of people that follow, and I post content and make some creative pieces and have some really cool custom merch and stuff like that. So,
at Laker Boost is the page
at
tag.
Laker Boost on.
It's funny how you describe it. How you have a Laker Boost page. Can I have a Laker Boost page too?
You can have a Laker Boost page.
Sweet. Follow me at Clipper Dash. That's a real page. I didn't take the effort for the Nugget Knights of the Heat.
Well, that's true. Clipper Dash is real.
But regardless, I digress. That is the NBA talk for this segment. Anyways, let's get into the gaming. news, many newses. This
I
is a
guess we'll start
plural
with
news.
Minecraft, right?
Okay, let's start with Minecraft, Joe. Let's
I
you
think
intro this.
the end will be the console wars talk. Last time we talked about the PlayStation event, we talked to our buddy Trevor. We tried to convince him to buy a PS5, and then I concluded that he shouldn't buy a PS5, which was interesting. But a lot of things have happened since then. But before we get into those things, I wanted to talk about Minecraft and Minecraft Steve coming to Super Smash Brothers.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Double down.
There's a thing that's been going around, which is, first off, we didn't know this was happening. This was not leaked. Nothing pointed to this. Someone said long ago that Minecraft would make some sort of appearance in this game, but that was such a while ago, and it didn't really feel like that amounted to anything. This just came as such a shocker. And for me, as someone who fucking loves Minecraft, like, I have my pickaxe here, but like, I adore Minecraft. It's one of my favorite games of all time. For this to actually come into the game, and for the extent that it's coming, this character is so in-depth and complex and so perfectly Minecraft. It's so impressive. And there's this...
Yeah. Sorry. Do you want us to jump in, or you want to keep going?
No, go ahead and jump in if you have any thoughts real quick. Or not real quick, but, if you have any...
I'm going to just give a quick description of my relationship with Minecraft. I first met Minecraft when I was probably like,
balls
how old?
dropped.
Yeah, sure. No, I've been playing Minecraft for a while, on and off, obviously. I haven't been playing it the past few years. But to see what's come of it, this game has literally been around since, like, the fucking cavemen, for all I care. Like, this game is fucking legendary. It's been around for so long. It's so impactful. All the custom games, all the new updates that have came out.
It's the best selling game of all time. 200 million.
It's literally all these fucking 8-year-old kids to fucking 50-year-old virgins love this game. It is for everyone. Anyone can pick it up and just zone out. You can do it while you're drunk. You can do it while you're sober. You can do it at night, and you can do it in the morning with your friends. It's the best thing ever. And you can waste an eternity of time on it.
Like, I honestly think, like, if
much...
all of us were to say, like, our top 10 favorite games, it would appear on all of our lists. Because it's been a huge part of our lives. The one thing that it's been kind of, like, it makes me raise my eyebrow. Every person on the internet who's done a reaction video, except for, like, me, which you can see my reactions at youtube.com/bannersn, that's how you do a freaking plug, Dylan.
Oh, God.
Has been, like, trying to justify...
I just don't flex that hard on it. I'm not trying to flex.
You gotta flex. You gotta be ready to flex at a moment's notice. They've been trying to, like, it's weird how they see Steve and then they, like, try to justify or kind of apologize to people. They're like, oh no, it's fine. It's for the kids will be really happy about Minecraft Steve. The kids will be really happy about Minecraft Steve. Like, Mario and Pokemon aren't for the kids. Like, it's just as an E for everyone game as Minecraft and as Pokemon and Mario. The game has been out for 10 years. It was 2009 the game came out, right? Like, the original release of the game. Like,
Sure.
We were in high school when this game comes out, and I've seen people who are like 22 years old who are like, oh yeah, it's for the kids. You were 12 when it came out. What are you talking about? For the kids. The thing about Minecraft, it is the best-selling game of all time. Over 200 million copies of Minecraft has been sold. I won't take too much longer on this rant. If you were to take every single other DLC character and the game franchises that they're a part of, maybe not Fire Emblem. Well, yeah, Fire Emblem too. Fire Emblem hasn't sold that much. You got Dragon Quest, which is obviously the most popular of the one. The 70 million units sold for the Dragon Quest franchise. And that has a lot of overlap. Because obviously, fans of one game, there's a ton of games in that franchise. It's a lot of overlap. So I would take off like 20 million from that whole total. And that's being generous. ARMS, 2 million. Fire Emblem Three Houses, 3 million. King of Fighters, Fatal Fury, I don't know, under 20 million at the very most. And Joker, Persona 5, under 10 million at the least. So not even half of Minecraft sales if you combine all the other DLC characters together. Minecraft has been played by more adults than adults have played every other franchise of these DLC characters combined. So for people to be like, it's for the kids, it's like, no, what are you talking about? It's for literally everybody. Everybody knows who Minecraft Steve is and who Minecraft is. It's more iconic than 80% of the current roster in Smash Bros.
You know, it'd be a cool alternate skin for Steve as Hero Brian.
Oh, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. But they can't. That Herobrine doesn't exist. They're
Still.
trying. They try to every time they try to remove him, but he keeps coming back.
I would say
I have a Minecraft story real quick. There's this girl who I know that I went to college with, and her little brother played This does not help my argument with the adults. Her little brother loves Minecraft, and he's like 5 years old, and he has convinced her that Herobrine is real. And every time she always asks me that if Herobrine is real, and she's legitimately asking me if Herobrine is like a real thing, and I mean I say yes, of course. I'm not going to take that away from them. Of course, Herobrine is real. He's real. He's coming for you. He'll get you right now.
I have a fun Minecraft story.
Let's hear your Minecraft story.
Once upon a time, 2 idiotic lads took some wither skulls and released a wither upon Icelantis, and their good friend had to come help them. Laid waste
How good
to
of a
a
friend?
huge amount of land. I'd say he's my best friend. That smile. I hate you. I hate you for that. Anywho, that was a fun time. Moving on. I don't know. I just felt like sharing that story.
YouTube.com/BrandonSN playlist Jot City. Find
Yes.
Withering the Storm.
Withering the Storm.
Withering the Storm. I don't know what episode it is. I think it feels like 43. Is it episode 43?
I think it's in the 60s.
Go look it up.
Oh,
So yeah, we got the whole presentation from Minecraft Steve. He looks awesome. He can craft, he can mine, he can do everything. And I think, Dylan, you're gonna buy this DLC character. This is the first DLC character you're gonna buy.
I bought Piranha Plant.
You bought Piranha Plant.
I mean, Piranha Plant came with the game.
Oh, it did, didn't it?
That is right. Yes.
I
this is
also
the
want to
first
make it
one
clear.
playing.
I specifically left out Piranha Plant from my little statistics thing that I showed off about the 200 units because obviously if I include Piranha Plant, that would break the whole system. So I'm not including Piranha Plant. And that's how a statistician does his work.
Righty then.
By cheating. Yeah, and then we had Minecon this week. Minecraft Live, their live stream event where they announced the new update, and it is the Caves and Cliffs update. We're getting the cave update. Finally. We haven't had an update to caves since emeralds were added or something along those lines. It's been so long, and the stuff that they're adding looks so cool. I'm so excited for this.
It's episode 45. You were right.
I think I said 42.
Well, you said the 40s.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, go watch episode 45 of Jot City for our actually it was just me, I think. I think I was the only one in that episode. When was that episode published?
6 years ago. Yeah, I'll give you the exact date.
2014, Jesus. That's how old Minecraft is. That we were playing this
September 10th, 2014.
That's how old Minecraft is. That we were playing this game, and that was the Wither. We're talking about the Wither was in the game in 2014.
Yep.
That was 6 years ago that the Wither came out.
We need a new boss.
Oh my god, we kind of getting it with the Warden.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, he hits for half health on full netherite armor. That's crazy.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's some really cool stuff. We don't need to get too into it. You can go check out the videos on it. I'm sure we'll talk about it as updates come through, and maybe we'll even do some videos on it. But it's awesome. Update is awesome. Steven Minecraft is awesome. Minecraft awesome. Great stuff. Cool. And they've been killing it with updates. The Minecraft Dungeons updates look great. All the recent updates in Minecraft itself, the bees update, the nether update, the ocean update, the villager update, they've been killing it at Mojang. So, we are 1 month away, 1 month and 3 days from the release of the Xbox Series X, and 1 month and 5 days away from the release of the PlayStation 5. And holy shit,
But we're not counting.
What?
I said, but we're not counting.
Oh, I'm counting, baby. I'm counting every day. rubbing my hands together, getting that dirt off, so I don't get my grimy fingers on those controllers.
Bruh.
It's getting crazy. There's still so much left to learn, but we know so much right now, and it just feels like all of a sudden it's like between in 1 month's time, we know so much about these consoles, and all of a sudden, if you were to ask me a month ago, I would have said absolutely PlayStation, no question asked, get the PlayStation. But since Microsoft bought Bethesda Games, now it's like I don't know which one you should get. Joey, which one are you in camp of? I think we obviously already know, but like, why are you so into PlayStation? What's PlayStation?
I'm a Sony boy.
Mm-hmm.
And well, frankly, I'm very much looking forward to what they have coming to the PlayStation 5.
Fair enough.
I wanted a reason to get, the next Xbox system. It would be my second owned Xbox system ever in my life. So, you know what? I'm open to the idea of it, and given what they've done recently, I'm thinking more on it.
Now, granted, you have a PC, you have Game Pass on PC, so anything that's coming to Xbox, coming to your PC. So as far as that concerned, you're already in the ecosystem. You already have the opportunity to get them thing, and they're free. They're no extra charge. Well, not free.
Yep.
No extra charge. Dylan, you're getting a PS5 though, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting a PS5, boy.
Does the idea behind like 4K? Sorry, Haley just yelled. Sorry, distracting me. 4K ray tracing, Halo Infinite, Skyrim 2, the next Fallout, all these new games, Gears of War 6, whatever that is, all of the new stuff from Microsoft. Does that like sway you at all? Does that make you think maybe I should get an Xbox?
Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you this.
I'm gonna go close my door real quick. Go ahead and talk.
I'm gonna say this. I'm a huge fan of Halo. I've been playing it. We've been actually playing the re-release on PC, and it's been fantastic.
It's been fun.
I mean, we just hop on, play a few games, and it's a good time.
Yeah.
So there's a little
Except
magic
that
in
one
Microsoft. There's a little magic in Microsoft. And my guy Todd Howard just joined the team. He's the starting point guard.
Todd Howard is my guy. No, I'm kidding.
Todd Howard just joined the team. He's going to come up. He's going to be leading point guard position, and he is going to do some fantastic things there. I think they're going to give him a big role. Hopefully, maybe he's going to have a bigger involvement to the brand. Who knows what I'm even trying to say right now?
I'm like Todd Howard is like the highest like creative person in Bethesda. He's right where he needs to be. I mean,
but maybe they're going to bring him into the Xbox brand, dude. What would be better than seeing Todd Howard announce the next Halo game?
It would be better to see him. It would be better to see him talk about Starfield for once. I want him to talk about Starfield. I want him working on Halo. Get back to work, Todd. Get back to work, Todd Howard. No food for you.
Whatever. I'm just saying. I think with the acquisition of Bethesda, I mean,
doors open.
Makes you do a little double take. You get a glance at it. You got to look back at it one time.
I get what you're saying with the whole combining franchises and stuff like that. I don't think Todd Howard is exactly the right person to be working in Halo. But what if they made a Halo game?
I'm not saying him working on Halo. He's just going to be the hype man. Like, just slap Todd Howard's sticker of approval on there, and you're good.
What if they made a Halo game in id Tech from id Software? What if they made it in the Doom engine? What if they made a Doom Halo crossover game? What are you laughing at that for?
Prediction? Question mark?
I'm sure there'll be some sort of crossover at some point between.
Oh my god! What if it's like a deal?
Joey, why are you laughing so hard? This should be a dream for you.
I'm sorry. I just got to the part where
I'm
you floated into our igloo and the weather just destroys you.
Oh, Joey's trying to find that video.
Oh, you're watching the episode. I was like, why? I was like, I don't think what I said was that funny.
No,
I'm hilarious.
Literally got to the part where you loaded into our fucking Icelantis.
Gosh, we should play Minecraft.
Okay.
So like, when you think about like the IP that Bethesda has, the studios that Bethesda has, the IP that Microsoft has, there are so many combinations of things and different teams they can be like, holy crap, I never thought about that. That could be so good. Like Obsidian is one of the best teams on Microsoft right now. They made Fallout 76 not 76. 76 is horrible. Fallout New Vegas. Are they going to make another New Vegas game? Are they going to have a chance to get on Fallout again? I don't know if they necessarily need to because they have basically both franchises that are new franchises that are like at that level. But they now have Obsidian, who made Fallout New Vegas. They have Bethesda, who makes all the current Fallout games, and they have In Exile, who's the original creators of Fallout because they make Wasteland, and that's like the classic Fallout. They have everyone who's ever made Fallout. Fallout can be good again.
It could, yeah.
Make Fallout great again.
As someone who was very firmly like ready for PlayStation and someone who thought I'm going to get an Xbox eventually, it will happen. This whole Bethesda thing made me go like, yeah, that needs to happen sooner than later. Because right now, I think PlayStation really has something great on its hands. I think their first year is going to be legendary if they can pull it off. If they can get God of War to come out on time, if they can get everything on track to come out that first year, it's incredible. It's going to rival the Switch on its first year. And it's how you launch a console. It's how you do things like correct. And it's how you like show your customers, how your consumers, the PlayStation fans like, hey, we're PlayStation. We got the best games, best exclusives in the entire industry. We have the high quality Hollywood super mega giant blockbuster games that you love. We've got every single one of our teams working on a game this year. You've got Ratchet and Clank, you've got Spider-Man, you've got Demon Souls, you've got Horizon, you've got a Little Big Planet coming out, and we have God of War. Who knows what Naughty Dog's working? Who knows what Sucker Punch is working? I would even take a remaster of Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima at this point. And they're releasing free Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer, which sure, we have to play the multiplayer for Ghost of Tsushima.
I still don't have it, but okay.
You should get it. It's on sale right now for like $40.
Consider it.
Their first year is going to be so good, and it's going to be so worth it to have a PlayStation at the very start. I'm not going to take it that way. And the Bethesda thing is awesome, but I don't think that's really going to pay off too much until a year from now at the very earliest. We don't necessarily know when Starfield is coming out. That's kind of the big one that's supposed to be on track. But obviously the next two Bethesda games are exclusive to PlayStation, which is so weird. So as far as like this deal goes, it's not really going to pay off in 2021. And 2021 is a big problem for Microsoft right now, where the only game they have on slate is Halo Infinite. And I know there's indie games and things like The Medium that everyone loves to say, oh, The Medium, what about The Medium? Sony might have Demon Souls and Spider-Man and Sackboy and Destruction All-Stars and Bug Snacks, and they may have The Pathless and Godfall and all these other first-party games coming the first year, but we got The Medium. I don't think The Medium's going to be that big of a deal. I'll be honest. I don't think
it'll be a pretty big deal.
I think it's going to be a 6-hour tech demo of horror nonsense that half the people who are excited about it are going to play. Although it's on Game Pass, so I guess anyone can play it. But like the fact that the Game Pass is thing, it's like all those Bethesda titles are coming to Game Pass, and all the new ones are coming to Game Pass day one. That's it, except for Deathloop and Ghostwire. Although technically speaking, could they come to Game Pass on PC day one? Is that a thing? Is that part of the contract? Did they think about that? I don't know. Probably not, but
Who knows?
could.
But this is very exciting.
It's very exciting. It's really cool. And I think that for the first time in a long time since the launch of the 360, you can pick either one, and I wouldn't bat an eye. Like if you're like, yeah, like I'm in the PlayStation camp. Great. You have an awesome lineup coming your way. Or I'm in the Xbox camp. Like, dude, you're going to save a lot of money on the Game Pass titles. And you got a lot of cool stuff coming your way too. And for me,
This is interesting because you kind of just mentioned something that is a pretty good observation. Is maybe at this point, the consoles aren't really directly competing with one another. Maybe they take a different position where Xbox kind of becomes more of a game library, more extensive game library, and PlayStation is more of this like high-end developer, like new top of the line game. I mean, obviously Xbox will have his own too, but
his own
not at the level of
big man.
his
Xbox. No, you're absolutely right. That's exactly. I mean, that's exactly the argument. Is that Xbox is kind of operating in its own ecosystem where they Xbox, like PlayStation, has a minimum right now. The minimum for the PlayStation is just is having a PS4. I mean, technically, you can have PlayStation Now on PC, but that's not a big push from them. A PlayStation 4, and then eventually 2 years from now, the minimum for PlayStation is to have a PS5, and that's it. I mean, maybe they'll shift things up. For Xbox, wants that minimum to be the cheapest entry point for playing games as possible. All you need is a mobile phone, and eventually, all you need is a smart TV and a dongle or a controller. Pick it up, and you can play Xbox games over Wi-Fi. You have a PC, you can play Xbox games. You have an Xbox One, you can play Xbox games for a couple more years, I guess. If there was anything even coming out new for the Xbox One in 2021, because we don't know. They don't have anything on slate except for Halo Infinite, which we don't know when that game's coming. Xbox is making that ecosystem so easy to enter, where they're like, we have the bottom of the line entry points. Xbox Series S, Xbox One S, mobile phone, you're already playable on your PC, whatever you want. It's playable.
Yep.
And they also have the top of the line. They have the Xbox Series X, also the PC market, I guess, technically is the top of the line, but Xbox Series X, the most powerful console. That's their ecosystem. Play wherever you want. We want our games to be where you're going, whatever that is. And that's its own thing. That goes in a completely different model than Sony is. And it's going to be so hard to say, like who's going to be the winner? Is it going to be who has the most console sales? Probably not. I mean, if Xbox is making billions of dollars on Game Pass, then who's to say who was winning this console generation? Nintendo, obviously.
Right.
But
They're making money their own ways at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
But I don't know. It's quite interesting. I think it's going to be cool to see how this develops in the next few years, even with the next generation, beyond this generation that's coming up right now.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, definitely fun to see how this is progressing. Joey,
Yeah.
what do you think? What are you planning on eventually getting both consoles? Also, I want to comment on your flogging Molly headband, and I want to ask what's about that.
It's an Irish punk rock band.
Okay. Are you going to be getting both consoles?
I'm definitely getting a PS5. I'm leaning towards potentially getting an Xbox. Not too certain.
I think that the only thing I'll say about I want to get one as soon as I can. The pre-orders were canceled out. I don't know if I'm gonna get one like anytime soon. Maybe when a game that I really want to play is coming out and it's available on Game Pass, and I want to start that cycle.
Xbox, right?
Huh? Yeah,
Your friend.
Xbox. But the thing I'll say is that like all of our PCs can play those games, but once and honestly, I feel like, and I know I'm gonna be this way. I don't know about you two, but I feel like you guys might actually get influenced by this, and I want to warn you about this. As soon as you start playing PlayStation 5 and you start getting 4K ray tracing, 60 FPS if you want, 120 FPS if you want, just like that next gen experience that blows our computers out of the water, it's gonna be real hard to pass off that Xbox, or at the very least upgrading our PCs. So I'm gonna say like PlayStation 5 is gonna ruin our PCs. I'm just saying.
Potentially.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be like, how can I go back? And we have good PCs. They can't do 4K, but they can do 1080 pretty smoothly. And we got the SSD. We got our SSDs. We can run things pretty fast. But whew,
Speak for yourself, please.
4K ray tracing, baby. I mean, we're getting PlayStations. We got them. They convinced us.
Yeah.
Got 'em.
So for me, it's like, Halo Infinite or Skyrim 2 and Starfield. Like, oh yeah, I can play them on my PC, but it's not going to be in 4K and it's not going to be at a high frame rate, and it's not. Oh, there's so many. I want it to look nice, Joey. Make it look nice.
It's not going to be that sweet waffle, weird shaped white thingy. Unless if you're gonna ball out and get the gold version, then fuck it up by all means. But
Fuck that.
I feel like that thing's gonna melt.
it's like, dude, you already know someone's gonna go next level and get one of those things iced out.
You can take
Just
those. You can take those plates off and customize them.
That's cool.
You can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe that should be a Reddit thread. My throat's drying up. Excuse me. Maybe that should be a
Reddit thread. What just happened?
maybe that should be a Reddit. Cut pimp my PlayStation 5.
Oh, like r slash like play PS5 builds or something like that.
Yeah.
No, pimp my PS5.
Go ahead and start it.
Like
if you
pimp my okay. I'm gonna if you're on Reddit, go follow the forum.
want. You really don't know how to plug. So yeah, I mean honestly, like I said, I think that video games are really cool right now. Xbox is doing amazing things. They have amazing games coming out. I don't know when they're coming out, but they're coming out eventually. PlayStation 5 is hitting on all cylinders. The games look awesome. They're coming out very soon. Both platforms are awesome. Nintendo all of a sudden is back in full swing. So many games coming out on Nintendo's side of things, and there's that rumor that the Switch Pro is coming out, and that's really exciting because then I have to buy a Switch Pro. There's like rumors that it's going to be in 4K, which is like
What?
what? How can it even do that? I don't think that's true. I feel like that's a fake thing. I feel like that's like, oh, we got Disney Plus on Switch now, and we can output to 4K with it, but like games won't be able to play 4K because that heat problem will be intense on a Switch. I mean, maybe they'll fix the dock problem and make the dock actually a thing instead of just like a fancy holder.
Maybe.
Who
Who
knows?
knows?
But yeah, it's just like every company's firing on all cylinders. Every company's got cool stuff. Minecraft Steve, NBA 2K21. The players look very sweaty, and you can play as the hopefully by the time this podcast is released, championship Lakers.
Ooh.
Said it from me, Team Nita Bones #1 Laker fan, aka at Love Me Some Lakers.
Love me some Lakers. And there you go, Laker Bruce. You just got outshined.
I guess so.
Shiny like those sweaty players.
I will say the NBA, the new 2K looks pretty good. I did want to mention a topic that actually we didn't talk about before this, but something that I thought that we should talk about because I don't think it's been mentioned yet. And this is something that we've been playing, and it's been kind of a interesting. I don't know. I guess I would say it's.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Shovel Knight on Nintendo 2DS, baby. Let's fucking go. Game of the year, some might say.
I'm talking about Among Us, friends. We've been playing Among Us. It's fucking awesome. But I would like to say, I enjoy the simplicity of it, and it's such a good game. Like it kind of shows too, especially with Among Us, and then we also have like Fall Guys. These are not like high def games that are like overstimulating like Call of Duty, and they're like cool. Like people are enjoying them, and so it's kind of just a refreshing look, in my opinion, to see people kind of appreciate the I would say the non-traditional, popular games. But I just wanted to give some attention to Among Us because we've been playing it and enjoying it. We even played like a different variation of it when we tried the hide and go seek or whatever,
Yeah, it was
which is
pretty
super
neat.
cool. People are getting creative with it, and there's even like a few guys doing like animation in like 3D, which is awesome.
I've seen there's this guy who does like low budget cosplays, and they're really like hilariously awful, and they always involve like gross shit. So he has like this big giant like sleeping bag that he's stuffed, and the sleeping bag is supposed to be the half of the dead body, and for the bone that's sticking out, he painted his body white, and it's just his ass sticking out of the sleeping bag and his back going into the thing, so it looks like the dead body, and it's the stupidest,
Oh my
funniest thing I've ever seen.
God.
I really like the storm than Among Us. I mean, as a big fan of I like Fall Guys more. Fall Guys is really my game, and I like the concept of Among Us. I do think that like I think that I look for a little bit more in my mafia type games, but in all honesty, I really enjoy playing the game. I just don't like playing with randos. That's kind of my issue with it because I just don't like randos. Um,
But you've never liked randos in any kind of game.
that's true.
Let's be honest here.
Let's be honest. It's true. I don't like playing with randos. Sometimes. Fall Guys. I like Fall Guys is fine.
The way that I see it playing out though is like I can see them in the next few. I wouldn't say updates because we're already working on Among Us 2, which seems like it's kind of at a standstill. Is I can see them adding new roles, maybe specific,
jobs,
maybe
like TTT.
specific jobs for roles. Yeah, like maybe one's like an engineer or
Captain.
tech captain. Yeah, exactly. I think that'll be really cool because it could add a little. People can claim different roles.
The best thing
Exactly.
this
More
game
about
can do is just add options. Let you do whatever you want. In fact, like if this game can roll out like a nice modding support, like good mod support, game over, baby. That's good to go. Good to go.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention this though.
They actually canceled Among Us 2 because this game is doing so well. Because this game came out in 2018 and they announced they were making Among Us 2. And they're like, well, maybe not. Maybe we just work on Among Us 1 since we got the popularity here.
Yeah, right.
Wait, so I don't understand. So this game has been around for a while and it just all of a sudden became popular?
So I
Yeah.
believe, and I don't have the exact timeline in my head, but I believe the game was popular amongst Brazilian streamers. Something in Portuguese. Brazilian and Portugal. I think it's Brazil. And then I think a streamer having something to do with soda. Having something to do with soda. The name soda. Something pop, fizzy, something like that. Found the game and then it took off from there. Like all the streamers
You're
just
talking
playing
about
it as
soda poppin'?
soda poppin'. I was right. Look at me.
Soda poppin' is like an infamous YouTube gambler.
Oh. Hopefully not like the CS:GO children thing, right?
No, he was doing like playing like poker and stuff like that just on stream.
Okay. I was just gonna say I'm like, I don't wanna cut that. And so the game came out in 2018. It didn't do great back then, and then it took off. All of a sudden, people found it. People enjoyed it.
Yep.
Also, the fact that it's crossplay between a free phone app definitely helps a lot.
Seriously.
And I think what also helps is just the fact that you go up to something, and you're like, what do I do? And there's no instructions, but you're just like, oh, I get it. Match the things. Except for a couple of them. A couple of them are kind of weird. Like the one that's just a number pad, and it's just like, what do I do here? It's like, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that one took me a while.
Literally just that. It's a neat game. I like it a lot.
It's fun.
Yeah. But yeah.
I'm not the host.
What was that?
I said I'm not the host.
Oh, my apologies. Job's not done, as they would say. Anyways, well, that is it for the Social Discording podcast, episode 17. I've been your host, DJ Zax. It's not a trap this time. We're trapping with Elon over here on that OG. We
Next
got our
time
guy
you-
Spicy
ne-
Fries.
Next time I'll Photoshop Todd Howard's face onto that.
Oh my god.
I feel like they would get along.
Maybe.
You know what? That would
And
be
it
the
may have
most
something
meta.
to do with the fact that I made that video of us reacting to the Bethesda conference in which I literally photoshopped Elon and Todd Howard's face into the same video. Maybe that's why I think that. That's probably it.
Maybe.
Skyrim is coming to Tesla, baby. I swear it's gonna happen eventually. It's another one of my
Dude,
predictions.
Elon said it. Elon said it himself.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, also with our guy Spicy Fries, and last but not least, our Minecraft Steve predictor.
What will I get next? Oh, actually, well, we don't have time for this. Next time we're going to do our final 4 predictions. Like our final. This is it. We're not going to do any more predictions after this. Well, I can't promise that. I like doing predictions. But we're going to do like what are the 4 characters? Because the last time we did the predictions, we didn't have any information. We just we knew that one more character was coming out, which ended up being Byleth. I think that was right after Terry got announced. So we had no idea what was coming after that. I think We just had an assumption that more characters were coming. We didn't have the exact like number. They didn't announce that until Byleth came out. So we were just like 5. We were like 5 Nintendo characters, 5 third-party characters, and that's what we did. And so far, I'm 3 for 3, baby. Look at me, I'm so on fire. So if you look at my list, you would see we're getting a Breath of the Wild character. We're getting
Okay. You don't gotta spoil. You don't gotta
Shovel
spoil.
Knight. We're getting
Save it.
Skyrim Boy.
Saving it for next week.
I'm
Save it
closing this out, and you're
Next
going,
time,
you're
we're
going
doing
deep.
4 final character predictions. Take it to the bank.
You know what? Let me close this out real quick. Joseph, give me a prediction on this. Lakers versus Heat, Game 5. Lakers win. They win the championship. Who do you got in the Game 5?
Oh, between Lakers and Heat?
Give me a prediction.
Well, Dylan. When's the game? Tomorrow?
Friday,
Friday. Oh, ooh.
6 p.m. Perfect night to pop some champagne bottles, if I don't mind saying.
I predict a nationwide tragedy occurs, forcing the cancellation of the NBA championship game. Not the cancellation, the postponement, in which the game is postponed till next Friday. In
Oh my
between
god, if
that,
you're not looking for such a complex answer.
in between that week, who's LeBron sponsored by? Nike? Adidas?
Yes,
Which one?
Nike.
Nike. A fire is afflicted on
No,
the
you're
Nike
getting nutty.
headquarters building, crashing their stock, leaving LeBron with no money and another exploded shoe.
Oh
Is
my
that did
God.
that happen to him? Did his shoe explode?
No.
Whose shoe exploded?
That was
I'm gonna end this one here, guys. Lakers in 5. Boom.
Lakers in 6.5 and 3/4.
Joey,
I mean, I've said it since the beginning. Lakers.
there you go. That has been social discording. That is
Can I
it.
do some plugs real quick? Plugs.
Oh, goodbye, everybody.
No, I have the recording button. I say when we stop,
You're not the host. The host ended the show.
but I get to do my
Watch out.
plugs.
Watch out. He's gonna rant for another 20 minutes again.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is youtube.com/Branderson. We do this podcast, Social Discording. We try to do it once a week, but we're really bad at it. And we got some cool stuff on this channel. We have our Sonic ranking show, which we rank every game in the Sonic franchise, called Rank a Bone. We've got episode 15, aka Sonic 06, the best episode, clearly.
Oh no.
An hour of 20 minutes of us ranting about Sonic 06 coming up on the channel. It's already out, I believe, because this should come out afterward. Or actually, I guess this is more topical. I guess this should come out before. I'm going to work on this one before. It's coming out tomorrow, if you've seen this today, which you probably haven't because no one watches the show. Other works include I have a series of videos in which my Animal Crossing persona comes to you and tells you about video games, reacts to you about video games, and just has some fun.
Stay tuned on Halloween. We're gonna have a nice spooky presentation for it.
Ooh,
Special.
spooky.
Who knows?
Does Animal Crossing Bander have a best friend who's obsessed with White Claw? Is he also a white tiger named Rolf? It's true. Bye, guys.
Bye.